Hi, I'm Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design Magazine, and I'm here in Kiowa with Scott Koenig of Koenig Construction and Dean Polk of Energy One America. How are you doing, guys?
Doing great, thanks.
Good.
So, it's a beautiful day, and we're not inside, but we sort of are here. We're looking at the bones of this house on a warm summer day. Can you tell me why we're here, what you guys did in this project?
Certainly, yeah. We handle all Scott Koenig's thermal envelope protection as well as his mold protection. And what we're kind of showcasing here today is our product called Forticell, which is a product that gives a 25-year warranty against any mold or microbial growth taking place on any of the wood surfaces that we treat.
And why do you think this is important when building a home?
Well, there's a lot of
Besides the obvious.
Yeah. Well, nobody wants mold.
Right.
But you basically are trying to keep water from getting where water's not supposed to be, and there's best practices involved with that, flashing details and sealants and things. But in the end, there are things that are out of a builder's control, leaking appliances and all sorts of stuff that we're not able to provide our client with an assurance that water won't get where it's not supposed to go. So that's why Forticell becomes an attractive product for us to offer our clients, because it just gives a guarantee that at least the mold's not going to grow on the wood itself should there ever be water where the water's not supposed to be.
Okay. And for the people that don't understand, why is mold so bad for a home?
Well, mold in essence is probably in every home in Charleston somewhere behind your walls. It's just that there's been a lot of legal issues with mold. Very litigious subject where, because there's obvious health reasons, some people are more sensitive to mold, the spores and the like, and are allergic to that. So from a builder's perspective, one way we can protect ourselves, again, litigiously or legally, is to have a product like Forticell, protecting our wood.
And would you say that Forticell is unique to Energy One America? Are you the only ones doing this?
Well, we're very fortunate in that avenue in this market, at least. Energy One America has proprietary rights to Forticell. The great thing about Forticell compared to any other of the mold products that are on the market is Forticell is the only product nationally that has a warranty that survives any kind of moisture intrusion. If you look at any other product on the market, most of them are a mold inhibitor, if you will.
Oh, okay.
And what they will state in their warranties is that if there is moisture intrusion, or if the surface that has been treated gets wet, it nullifies the warranty. Well, the whole point of having a mold protection is so that when it gets wet, you've got protection. That's what Forticell does. It gives a 25-year ironclad warranty that if there's any moisture intrusion into the house once it's completed, whether it be from a burst pipe or a leaky appliance, or God forbid we have a flood, there will not be any mold growth on anything that we have treated. For 25 years, it's fully transferable from one house or from one owner to the next owner. And it's really pennies to the square foot to get that kind of coverage. And as Scott and I were talking earlier today, there is no company, no insurance company in the nation any longer that gives any kind of warranty or any kind of insurance policy against mold prevention. So why not just kind of build it into the structure as you're building it?
It's like your own insurance policy.
Exactly.
And how does it affect insurance? Does it bring down the cost at all?
You know, that's a really good question. I would hope that it would. I think where it does is it brings down the homeowner's anxiety for the potential of mold growth. One of the great things about Forticell and the way it works is it works at a microscopic level. So when we treat the wood, we're actually treating the surface of the wood, we're coating it at a microscopic level, but we're not encapsulating that wood. So if a flood event were to take place, if there was moisture intrusion, the wood can get wet and it can breathe to get dry. So we're not going to capture that water into the wood. So it gives a lot of peace of mind for what it does.
Now I'm seeing that these parts of the wood that you're talking about are pink.
Correct.
Can you talk a little bit about why that is?
Sure. Actually, the pink is really just a dye that we put into the Forticell. That's there so our applicators can see what they have and have not sprayed. You'll notice some of it's a little darker in areas and some of it's a little lighter. The longer it sits, the UV will break down the dye, but not the Forticell product itself. It's just there kind of as a marker so we can see what we've done and what we haven't done, so we make sure that we've hit all the areas.
And how many times would you say that you've kind of had Energy One involved in your projects here on Kiowa or anywhere?
We've been building here since '85, and we've probably done 150 homes in the area. I'd say we've been working with Dean and his company for probably about the last maybe 7 or 8 years, about 25 homes maybe, something like that.
And I assume you've gotten great results.
Yeah, well,
You wouldn't
no
be here
mold
otherwise,
issues,
yeah.
so that's good.
Good.
But yeah, we really trust the product, and I think, as he said, the real thing to us is that it gives our owners peace of mind, because we can put as many best practices into place. We can design the air conditioning system to be well balanced, which is another important thing. We can make it a healthy home and give them a healthy home, but then to be able to have them rest assured and sleep well at night that if water does get where it's supposed to be, they don't have to panic. That's good.
And actually, you had Energy One America also do another service for you guys in this home. Can you explain what that is?
The foam installation, right? They insulate our walls with both closed cell and open cell foam, depending on the application, and we do that on every home. And of course, that's part of the whole envelope design, so that changes from house to house. Floor to cell is pretty much we need that to apply that in every home. The foam design changes with each one.
And can you talk about the design for this particular home for the foam?
Sure. I believe we've already done the roof line here with closed cell foam. And Scott, are we doing closed or open cell in the walls? You have to open cell in the walls on this application. It hasn't happened yet. That'll come in after all the plumbing and electrical is in. So all our mechanical inspections have to be completed before we do that. And then, of course, in the subfloor, we'll use closed cell foam as well. Closed cell foam is something we always want to use when we have an outdoor application, because it's a 100% moisture barrier. We're not going to keep that moisture drive, again, away from the home as much as possible. So that's where we use it in that application.
So that's kind of your bottom line, is prevent moisture, right? I mean, that's all your products, that's all they have to do with, right?
When building homes, moisture bad.
Yeah.
Except in the swimming pool, moisture good. But here in South Carolina, especially in this climate and our environment, hot, humid air, it's a breeding ground for mold. So anything you can do to help prevent that, it's a plus and a win-win.
And what other products and services does Energy One America provide?
Sure. Energy One America really has 4 different services that we offer. Obviously, the spray foam insulation, both open and closed cell. We have our mold prevention product, which is the Forticell we're talking about here today. In crawl space encapsulation scenarios, we do crawl space enclosures with where we insulate the foundation wall, put in an AquaShield liner and a dehumidifier. Great way to protect the home from the environment, again, keeping the moisture out. And then we have a 4th product, which is called polyurea, which is a really phenomenal product for waterproofing decks. You can use it as a finished walkout product. It's a spray applied, dries in about 2 minutes, so there's no seams. You can drag metal patio furniture across it. You're not going to damage it or hurt it. It's a great product. So we're getting a lot of good feedback on that.
And one thing we hadn't kind of discussed, but it seems obvious because your name is Energy One America. I mean, most of your products, actually, I would assume, reduce an energy bill. Am I right?
100%. Yes, that's the reason why you're going to call us, is because we're going to help reduce that cost month after month of that energy bill. We're going to help keep it down. And in retrofit homes, we can help slash your energy costs anywhere from 40 to 50% in some cases.
Well, now if people want to learn more about your project and products, what website shall they go to?
Absolutely. It's real easy. www.energyoneamerica.com.
And phone number?
Area code 843-957-8130.
And Scott, what about you for Koenig Construction? What's your website?
Our website is www.koenigconstruction.com.
Okay. And your phone number?
It is 843-768-0842. I knew mine at least. And we also take care of homes after we build them for our clients. And that company is called At Your Service.
Okay.
And it would be www.at yourservicekkr.com.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for meeting with me, and it's been a nice, informative meeting. So thank you so much. And you've been speaking with Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design Magazine.